Here's another episode of the Wednesday Word. I'm with my man, David Bradley from Grant Cardone. You can check out his podcast, Cardone Solutions Podcast, on anchor.fm.
Anchor.fm, but it's also, I'm up on iTunes now. I'm on the Spotify, on the Stitcher.
There you go.
You know, so that's the
so
best
proud.
part of Anchor, though. It'll blast it out everywhere if you leverage it correctly.
Yeah, lovely. So you definitely want to check that out. And of course, you can always reach out to him, david@grantcardone.com. Sir, what is I believe that at time of airing, you and I will be in a big stadium in Las Vegas at 10X Growth Conference.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get to sit in the diamond section too?
I'll troll it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you probably get to just walk around.
I got a pass.
I got a pass. I know some people. Yeah, I'm looking for. Well, wait. Maybe I should talk in present tense. I'm so excited to be at this this conference right now.
We need to. Do you have any
it's
on
a
your
lot
little
quieter
sound
than
cue?
I
Do you
thought it
have
was gonna
background noise and cheering and?
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, Grant just finished speaking.
Yeah. Hey, they just introduced Michael. They were like, you know what? Who's that bearded, bald Danny DeVito guy that talks like, Don Knotts every now and again? I'm gonna be like, well, now what are we gonna do? They're all just cheering for me now.
Oh man, I love sound effects.
What are we here for? I forgot. Oh
Wednesday
Wednesday
Word.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the DPBang for being a fly on the wall now. Now you have some insights into what David and my phone conversations are like. All right, what's the word?
Boy, it's
today?
awesome that it is 10X Growth Con week because the Wednesday word is dream.
Dream.
Yeah.
Oh, copyright claim. Yeah, less than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't want Marvin Gaye's people or
he wrote that
who
song?
is it that sues everybody?
Oh
no, but he's just suing isn't his estate just suing everybody because they say, Uptown Funk sound like something and Ed Sheeran sounds like someone. Yeah. Anyways, that's my inside joke. My
copycatters
industry joke. Yep.
Dream.
Why dream? Why is this word important to you?
There's a lot of reasons. But so let's just go to the definition, then we can get into the importance of it. I think it's a series of thoughts, images, or emotions occurring during sleep. That's the obvious one. But then there's also an experience of waking life having such the characteristics of a dream. And then something notable for its beauty, excellence, or enjoyable quality. And then a strongly desired goal or purpose. And last week we talked about goal.
Yep.
So now, you have goals and dreams. And I think one of the, here, hopefully you can finish this for me. And we shouldn't have any copyright issues on this, but row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily.
Life is full of sandwiches. Life is
sandwiches.
Yeah, I'm Italian, man. I like sandwiches.
Sandwich.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
Dream. Life is but a dream.
So if life is but a dream, then this is not life.
Huh. Is that to suggest then life is up to your creation?
Amen to that. Amen to that. I know we bounce around in the whole spiritual realm in these conversations, but I feel like if the man upstairs, whoever that may be, whether that's a God or Yahweh or Allah or Buddha or Krishna or anything that ends in ah, if we're made in that image, then consequently the power of creation is within us to some degree, and everything that's ever been created starts with the thought, or dream.
And I mean, even if you're not, if you're not especially interested in the spiritual side of things, like let's just consider the science of it. Everything in the universe we know is carbon based, including us. Planets are carbon based. we are carbon based. Animals, trees, life, water, like everything that exists is carbon based. And so if the magnificence of the universe, which is carbon based, can be as magnificent and mysterious and beautiful as it is, why not then us who also run through that same universe? Like if that's possible, if the Milky Way is possible, then why, and it is carbon based, why then are not the other carbon based things, including me that I interact with, not also um, eligible for the same level of magnificence?
The same energy that is the Big Bang is in you.
Right. Yeah.
And the same elements. Carl Sagan said that we're all stardust.
Yeah. Right. From dust we came, and dust we shall return.
Billion.
It's interesting too, because now, do you think, in your opinion, do you think media portrayal of the perfect life clouds people's ability to dream? What I mean by that is, like, if the media, movies, magazines, whatever, you name it, like, there's probably people watching Grant right now and his lifestyle is, standing on the balcony of his $20 million condo or whatever it is, looking at that and then ultimately thinking, unless I have that, I am not living a dream. And therefore my dreams begin to alter shape to that. Like, do you think that's good, or do you think that's limiting? Do you think, like, dreams are something that should be reserved for wherever your mind can go?
I think anybody that's achieved what societal standards are of a high level of success are only showing us what we're truly capable of. And
Right.
just because, Grant has created this success for him, that is his success for him, his family, his legacy.
Yeah.
Well, what does that have to do with you? The only thing that it
Right.
should have to do with you is you recognizing that if he can do that, then you can do whatever you set your mind to. And I can do whatever I set mine to, and you can do whatever you set your mind to. And what that gets us into, really talking about the definitions of success. But if we look at my dream is my dream, your dream is yours, Grant's is Grant's, like, I'm not going to, nor would Grant for that matter, try and tell you what your dream is or is not. They'd be like, what if he said to Mother Teresa, hey, you're doing this all wrong? Right? Like, that's insane. And he never would, nor would anybody. However, you have a dream, and the accomplishment of said dream should then take that dream, convert it into a goal, like we talked about last week, micro goals, right? And then have something attain, like, specific to do, checklist to accomplish and reach that dream. And that, if that means healing the sick and impoverished in Calcutta, or taking that additional spiritual realm. I love that we just brought Mother Teresa into this thing, but taking that additional spiritual realm and being able to position yourself to see Jesus Christ in every person.
Yeah. Right.
Like, what, so that was her dream. And that became a goal. And I think that's what's really, really important, is that you have a dream about what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, and how you want to represent yourself while you're here on planet Earth.
Right. You know what's interesting about this? What's interesting about this, since I'm sitting in Las Vegas as we speak, at 10X, hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag should have been sponsored. Anyways, you got to sell out those last 36 seats.
They're gone.
They're gone. There you go.
SRO.
So here's what's interesting to me. Today I am experiencing and living the ceiling of what previously was a dream. And I say that strategically because the selling factor for me in 10x GrowthCon, the reason why I forked out the 10K PS $13,562.18 Canadian
Don't forget that
dollars.
18 cents.
Yeah, man, I count every one, last one. Canada doesn't even have a penny anymore, and I still count them cents. It's more expensive for us to produce the penny than it's worth. Anyways, here's it wasn't that Kevin Hart's going to be there. It wasn't that Magic Johnson going to be there. It's not even that Grant's going to be there. I mean, it is and it isn't. But that wasn't the appeal of it for me. It's that I recognize that I am living what once felt like an impossible possible, like it felt impossible because I didn't know where to start at the time. But so I'm at the ceiling of what once felt impossible, and I know that ultimately I could have paid the $400 or the whatever it is, the $497 or the $297 to get those tickets, and I think those would have been appropriate for me back then when these dreams I'm living today felt impossible. But in the context of me feeling like I'm at the ceiling of my dream, I needed to spend that 10K to get into that circle of others who are doing what I now, in today's context, feel like could be the next crazy Mount Everest. You know what I mean? It's and that's not a knock to those that are paying for the 297 tickets. Like, look, like I'm not saying that in a
Oh
demeaning
no,
way.
yeah,
I'm
I don't
just
hear that
saying
at
that,
all. I don't hear that at all. In fact, but yeah,
you know what
and
I mean? It's just
if you go back to the song,
right,
gently down the stream. So it's where are you at on your
right.
river? Where are you at on your stream?
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah. And it, like, you know what I mean? Like I've been like, my stream is just I'm at a different place in my stream, and that's what's important about this concept of dream. And so I saw the value in paying that money and investing that money because it's going to put me in a room with other people that are perhaps at the same point I'm at and who are already thinking bigger and moving on. And it goes back to what you said, which is seeing and bringing myself, conceiving and bringing myself to believe what is now possible at the next level.
And ultimately, we will be the product of that which we surround ourselves with.
Yeah, that this is the reality for me of your network is your
Mm-hmm.
net worth. Because now I'm going to be around others that are doing things that are bigger and bolder and riskier and more exciting than where I'm at. Therefore, my dream can expand. That's why I'm sitting in 10x GrowthCon right now as we speak. It's a lot quieter in here than I thought it was going to be.
We have undivided
You know,
attention.
that's the value of that. Where'd the word come
Well,
from?
man, it is. If I look at when you go to etymology online, there is just it's a long history. We first see the word in the mid 13th century in the sense of a sequence of sensations passing through a sleeping person's mind. And so, and every word has, or every language has some form of this word. So Old Norse, Danish, Saxon, from dram, meaning merriment or noise. And so as you keep digging into this, you start realizing Old English, the word dream in that actual, the word, meant only joy and mirth, noisy merriment and music, which I think is really, really cool. So the root of how it became a sleeping vision became, it's kind of a mystery. Like how it went from music and merriment to what's going on in your noggin when you're asleep.
Right. And well, maybe it's just that connection of what happens while I'm asleep can oftentimes be incredibly ridiculous and unexplainable. But it gives me this non-bias, non-hindered um, vision of what could
Yeah.
be.
So here's what they give us at the very end.
Okay.
Dream, in the sense of ideal or aspiration, which is what we're talking about, is from 1931.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Recent.
from earlier sense of something of dreamlike beauty or charm. And that really started in the 1880s. So for how long did it mean?
I mean, still recent.
Yeah, music, merriment, what goes on in your noggin when you're sleeping, which I think a lot of times dreams is just the brain, emptying the recycle bin.
Yep.
But in terms of having a dream, and it makes sense because somebody comes up with, let's say we're in the 30s, so that means we're 3 years into the Great Depression, all hell's breaking loose, and somebody says, I'm going to be a millionaire. You're dreaming, dude.
Yeah. You make 3.2 cents a day.
Yeah. Right. You just came off a bread line and you're asleep. You're dreaming.
Though, I mean, during the Great Depression, I mean, who were the ballers? You had Andrew Carnegie, wealthiest man during the Great Depression, worth like whatever it was, 300 million, with a third grade education. Yeah. So I mean, there were still ballers back then who were showing people what's possible.
Right. And then I think it's interesting how you have you wonder if that term initially was maybe a negative context. Somebody has this lofty idea, this new goal, this vision, and now it's so far out there, this person can grasp it, right? Walt Disney, versus somebody else trying to suppress that because they've quit. But the other person holds on to their dream and makes it a goal,
right?
And then makes that a reality.
I love it. And I love the fact that it's kind of the way we're talking about it now is so recent.
Yeah.
Like I mean, how often does that happen? All the words that we talk about are 13th century, 14th century. Yeah. Right. Like the Vikings used them as they traveled across the waters to Francia, to Germania. That's awesome. Well, there you go. The Wednesday word. The Wednesday word, the word of the week is dream.